Paltrocast.
Joe, Spencer, Chris, Spencer, Joe. I don't know what the correct order of naming is, but it's a pleasure to be speaking with you all. And first off, we'll start with a compliment. Congrats on a very funny film.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Okay. So, Joe, how did you first connect with Spencer and or Chris?
There you go. That was the impetus for the whole thing. We have been friends for a little over 20 years. Probably that was the early days of the Booty Boys' existence, and I used to go see them in concert. We were friends outside of that, and we've known each other ever since. And the Booty Boys are sort of their existence is I think kind of, at least to a certain degree, adequately documented in the movie.
Yeah.
They were around and then they kind of disappeared for a little bit, and then we had a chance to come back. But yes, we are, let's say, lifelong LA friends.
Now, Spencer and Chris, I don't know if I'm going to get the same answer out of both of you, so I'll let you both answer this one. But is it okay that I find your music amusing, or is that just offensive?
I can't believe you would say that. This interview is over. Joe, storm out. I can't get out of my chair.
We want the music to be good, but yeah, the goal is for people to have fun with it and laugh, and yeah.
Yes, you should enjoy it. You should be amused by it. You should laugh at the jokes. But yeah, you should also be kind of bobbing your head and feeling bad about that at the same time.
Yeah, I think that anytime somebody throws comedy into hip hop or R&B, there's certain purists who immediately dismiss it, and then there's the people like me who grew up on that stuff. So I grew up on Two Live Jews. I don't know if you remember Two Live.
Yeah, we do.
We were at a we'll just say an LA establishment, and we saw Dr. Dre there, and we gave him a CD. And he looked at this is when you could give someone a CD and it wasn't like a joke. And he looked at it and he goes, "What's this?" And we're like, it's our rap group. It's called the Booty Boys, and all the songs are about butts." And he went, "This comedy?" And we went, "Yep." And then he put it in his jacket, and then he went away.
And he's still listening.
And obviously he signed us to a deal, and we're millionaires now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. Yeah, now we're millionaires.
Well, there is a long list of people that Dr. Dre was successful with, but there's also a long list of people that Dr. Dre was not successful with.
We're really happy. We're really proud to be on that list.
And there's some great names that we see in this film, but I don't know who this question goes to, but when did you start filming and or conceptualize Bootyology?
We started to develop it late 2020. When we sort of started kicking around whether we were going to do it or not. It was one of those pockets here in LA where we could actually go outside. And that's when I found out that they were making new music, and my brain just kind of exploded. And so it was jumping on Zooms, and next thing you know, we're sort of developing the story. And then, like with a lot of independent films, I always liken it to a snowball rolling down the hill. Once it starts rolling, it doesn't stop.
Sure.
So.
And was Brian Austin Green going to be on camera from day one?
In my mind, yeah. Like I had, it was just sort of like good luck that we kind of had personal connections through Chris and Spencer and Bob, Robert J. Steinmiller Jr. But I had always, in my brain, figured like he would be, out of any rappers out there, he would be the Booty Boys' hero. So that worked out.
If he wasn't available, was David Faustino next on the list?
Yeah, good pull.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have to look at the list.
Yeah, I don't remember the list, but I remember when we were talking about it, and I just basically was just like, this isn't gonna happen. Like, there's no way this guy's gonna like have fun with, that. And he, sure enough, he was awesome. He was a lot of fun and was hilarious.
Yeah, I think history shows that white rappers either have the greatest pop culture recollect and sense of humor ever, or the most like take me seriously, this is going to be a problem kind of thing? Like, do you remember MC Search's talk show where he was helping people?
No.
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 That is a deep dive.
What? Hold on, though. Was it called Search and Rescue?
Oh, that is quick wit right there. It should have been. It was just called Search, and it was kind of a Maury Povich kind of show where the person had problems and the audience would know to like, yeah, that's a good point. Except the point of the show where MC Search was going to do the "I'm gonna be real with you" kind of thing, where he gives the real talk. Now, could the Booty Boys do that? I think that they could.
Well, we do have an idea for a TV show spinoff, but I think we're going to keep it under wraps right now.
Unfortunately, it's called Search and Rescue.
So
I
I look,
completely rethink the concept.
Yeah.
so I look at the past 3 years, and we've seen the resurgence of the Booty Boys after kind of a long layoff. So are we allowed to know what's coming next besides Bootyology?
If you find out, can you let us know, please?
So
we're all, I think we're all thinking of different ideas. I think it's it's right now with the strikes and everything, and we support unions, SAG and WGA.
Wait.
We
There's strikes?
yeah.
God.
This is the first time Joe has talked to another person in 3 months.
All right.
But yeah, no, we're working on ideas. We're developing stuff. We're trying to get some things off the ground. It takes a little bit of time.
I'd have to assume it's the kind of thing that for every 3 or 4 things you develop, one fully happens, and you don't know when it's going to happen. It's that kind of a batting average.
I think even worse.
Yeah, I was going to say you're talking about 25%. But yeah, no, I mean, it's always. We're creative people, so our brains are always kind of firing on all cylinders, and we throw a lot of ideas out there and develop things, and whatever kind of rises to the top, within the time frame we're looking at comes
Also,
through.
you guys talk about in the beginning, you thought maybe there was like 2 or 3 songs max you could ever write about butts.
Oh yeah. I mean, with the Booty Boys, like we started making songs, and we made 4 songs, and we're out of ideas, and then we spent a couple weeks, and then next thing we knew, we were like, oh wait, we have some more ideas, and then it just went, and we put out, we were independently released like 3 CDs, but the best of and the things that are actually songs all ended up on the soundtrack that you can stream now on all streaming platforms.
Is there a desire to do a proper tour as the Booty Boys?
There's a desire if on our part. I don't, if there's a desire on other people's parts, then we'll see you in a city near you.
We always love to perform, but yeah, I think touring is kind of tough with the economics of it, I would say.
We tried to incorporate a few live shows at some of our festival appearances, which I think people really enjoyed. So we gave that a whirl. I would love for them to have a tour. I'll go.
Well, are any
I'll
of
drive
you
the bus.
Are any of you familiar with the Northern Boys?
No.
There are these 3 seniors from the UK.
Oh,
yes.
File
Yeah.
rap.
We'd open for those guys.
Yeah.
The Booty Boys, the Northern Boys.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Those
Darren
guys
had
are
serious hip hop bona fides. We weren't prepared for. Are you sort of a staunch old school rap fan? Are you like new stuff, or?
I hate to sound like hip hop grandpa. I think that the best stuff happened before, say, 94, 95. But then you have the people like Prince Paul and Dan the Automator. When those people produce the stuff, it's going to be great. But maybe does that make me still sound like hip hop grandpa if I'm liking the old school people producing the stuff in the current school?
No, I am hip hop grandpa. Chris and Spencer, work in the music industry, and they know all kinds of new stuff and are serious fans. And I come walking and I'm like, what is this crap?
Well, yeah, when I'm interviewing a rapper, I do my research. And then I look for the song that sounds like the most Prince Paul or Dan the Automator thing and go, that's great. This Kid Koala-like track, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best I can do. Well, who are some, besides the Booty Boys, who are some of the rappers these days that I should be getting up on so I become less of a hip-hop grandpa?
It's very divided now. There's a lot. It's factioned out quite a bit. A lot of people are feeling the new Yachty stuff. It's a little crazy to me, but
I like it.
Yeah, he loves it. I love what the women are doing. I think Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi and Ice Spice and all those people are doing I think they're doing the bangers right now.
But like as far as producers, like you were mentioning some producers, the guy who does Ice Spice's production, his name is Riot USA, and he's pretty dope.
So is it that you have to look for the producers to guide you in hip hop these days?
No, I mean I think you just have to dig. Like I think there's a lot of good stuff out there. Like Denzel Curry and I think there's people doing stuff that depending on what your vibe is, like obviously there's like older dudes, like there's like the Run the Jewels and things like that for the hip hop grandpas we all love that.
Yeah, see what?
But then I think that there's a lot of young guys that are and girls that are doing a really, really cool, interesting stuff. It's just, I don't think it's necessarily always like the first thing on the new playlist. I think you got to kind of track it down.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I'm going to use that methodology more. Once hip hop started going mumblecore, once there became too many cores and subgenres, that's when I kind of lost it. But what do we call the Booty Boys? Do we call them bootycore?
I think we should.
100%.
I mean, if we need to put a core on it, that's definitely the one.
You have that
Or
domain.
Apple Core, maybe.
Core hole.
After we hang up, is somebody going to go on GoDaddy and buy bootycore.com?
It might be you. It'll be a race.
Well, I was in the room, so it's a co-write.
Yeah, we got it.
That's
We
right,
got it.
that's
Exactly.
right.
You're the guy on the couch.
Well, the last question here, and I'll throw it at Joe here. Are we allowed to know what's next from you aside from Bootyology?
There's always some pokers in the fire. We shot a television pilot last fall that we were about to, sell, and the strikes kind of put brakes on everything. So yeah, hopefully as soon as those are resolved, we'll be right back up and going. And
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the key to follow you all on Instagram, and that's how we'll know when the time is right? What's next?
Yeah, I'm at my partner at Headcase Los Angeles.
And the Booty Boys are at Booty Boys Music on pretty much everything. But our production team with Bob Steinmiller, who's our third partner, we're putting out some new music as well. It's sort of epic electronic music. And that would be, you'd follow at District 78.
Okay, well, I've got some homework to do in terms of new artists, following you all on the socials, buying up domains and selling them to you guys at a later date, and developing search and rescue. So thank you all for the great art. Thank you for the time, and really looking forward to what's next from everybody.
Thanks
for having us.
Paltrocast.